Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Adam Cooper with Senior Healthcare Insurance, and I want to let you know that the Medicare Trustees Report has been released, and this is nothing more than a projection of what they're recommending to Medicare for the Medicare Part B premium, the Medicare Part B deductible, and also about Medicare Part D, which is the prescription drug plan limits, deductibles, things like that. So I want to take a few minutes to talk about that. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. All right, welcome back. So here's the deal. What I'm going to share with you about the Medicare Part B premium and the deductible is not set in stone yet. It is absolutely not set in stone. This is just preliminary, so don't let it freak you out. Normally what happens is when this information comes out, it typically ends up being lower than what the suggested amount is. So for 2022, the Medicare Part B premium is projected and suggested by the Medicare Trustees Report to be $158.50, up $10 from this year, which right now, for the most part, most people are paying $148.50 for Medicare Part B. That gets held out of your Social Security check automatically every single month, unless you qualify for Medicaid or some type of financial help where you're getting that Medicare Part B premium either reduced or eliminated altogether. Now, again, that is not necessarily what it will absolutely be next year, but keep in mind, that's what they're projecting it to be. Like I said, for the years past, it's always been lower. But again, I don't know that information absolutely 100% for sure yet. Now, the Medicare Part B deductible, which is, if you have a Medicare Advantage plan, that's not really important to you because you don't have a deductible on your Medicare Advantage plan if you're in network. But if you have a original Medicare and a Medicare supplement, either Plan G, Plan N, something that does not pay your Medicare Part B deductible for you, if you've got one of those supplement plans, the deductible this year is $203. Next year, they're suggesting, again, this is just a suggestion, not set in stone, that the Medicare Part B deductible be $217. So it's up $14. Again, not set in stone. So keep that in mind. It's just what they're projecting it to be, what they're wanting to, their suggestions to Medicare is. So that's what it is right now. We will find the actual information out usually later in November, early December sometime. And when that happens, I'll let you know as soon as I can. Now, the Medicare Part D, and this pertains to, for the most part, anybody and everybody that has either a standalone prescription drug plan or a Medicare Advantage plan that has prescription drugs embedded in it. So the way that works is this, what I'm about to share with you, the deductible doesn't necessarily mean that's what your deductible will be on your plan because they can change things around, but this is the maximum amount of a deductible that the Part D plans are allowed to have for 2022. Doesn't necessarily mean yours is going to be this much, but just keep that in mind. Right now, that Medicare Part B deductible is $445. I'm looking at my notes over here. $445. Next year, it will be $480. Now, what that means is if your plan has a deductible and it is $480, that means you are required to pay the first $480 worth of prescription drug costs until your plan kicks in and starts paying its part. So again, not necessarily what your deductible will be, but that's what the maximum allowed deductible is for next year. Now, the limits on the amount of prescriptions that you have to purchase until you hit that donut hole, the coverage gap, this year is $4,130. So what that means is this year, in order to get into that donut hole, you have to purchase $4,130 worth of prescriptions. Part of that's paid by you, part of that's paid by the insurance company until you hit that donut hole. Now, many people don't hit it because their medication costs are not that much. This year, again, it's $4,130. Next year, it's going up $300, $4,430 in order to get into that donut hole. That's a good thing. That means it takes longer to get into that donut hole. Now, while you're in that donut hole, that coverage gap, you pay 25% of the cost of your prescriptions until one of two things happens. Either January 1st of the following year rolls around and everything resets, or you go into what's called catastrophic coverage, where your prescription costs are a lot lower. Now, this year, to get out of the donut hole and into catastrophic coverage, you have to spend, remember the first part was purchase, this is the spend amount. This year, $6,550. Next year, $7,050. So that's quite a big bit of a jump up there. Now, I want to let you know this. If you are on insulin, there are insulin programs, let me back up. There are plans that participate in the senior savings model. I like to call it the insulin savings model or insulin savings plan, but it's not official. It's called the senior savings model. If you're getting insulin, there are some plans that participate, not all plans do, but you can actually get your insulin for as low as, or as no more than $35 per fill, typically means every single month, with certain plans and certain insulin products. So keep that in mind, that if you're not on one of those plans, it can save you a tremendous amount of money. So if you've got questions for me, if you have any concerns, if you want to know more about that insulin savings program, again, it's called the senior savings model, let me know. Reach out to me. My number, 870-215-3136. You can call me, you can text me, either way you want to do it. But nonetheless, I just wanted to make this real quick video, let you know what the projected Medicare Part B premium and deductible is. The Part D stuff, that's pretty much set in stone already. But those are not set in stone. The $158.50 for Part B premium, up $10 from this year. The Medicare Part B deductible, up $14 to $217 for next year. Again, those are not set in stone yet. So I just wanted to let you know that. I appreciate it. Make it a great day. I'll talk to you in another video, or talk to you on the phone, text me, whatever you need to do, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.